Okay. I've finished up on my last minute calibration things. I forgot my phone to have my volume on. Okay. Now I don't have to listen to myself. Awesome. But I'm going to be doing an art lock for Pokemon Heart Gold. Let me turn up the Chef Pee Pee theme. Um, so I was doing a lot of um testing. I think this is the mute button. No, it is not. Um, but I was doing a lot of, well, not a lot, but some minor testing. Um, sorry, I'm blanking. Minor testing with the wait, emulator, just making sure I get through the super long first part of it. Um, so I've already got a character named and stuff, obviously. Um, so at this point, I just need to like go get my starter and such. Let's see, this is the most important part: is choosing my frame type. Um, Honestly, I'm feeling window type 19 for tonight. Um, so just to explain what an art lock is, even though I feel like it's pretty obvious by the name. Um, an art lock is just like a normal Pokemon Nuzlocke, but draw each of your encounters, each of your Pokemon. So once I get my starter, I will be opening another window with Krita on it, and I will be doodling that said starter. Um, Now I'm not super good at drawing Pokemon, so this is more so just something fun to do. It's not necessarily meant to be good, but um, actually, let me turn on. Now I have the game muted. I can't turn on the game audio, so we're gonna grab some Chef Pee Pee theme. Um, Chef Pee Pee son or Bowser Jr. daughter. Um, I did with the testing I did. I paid zero attention to the dialogue. Um, but with the testing I did, sometimes the game does like skip frames occasionally. Well, later on I will actually be reading the dialogue, but right now it's just very basic things. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, I am back. It was a very unfortunate time with my streaming. My father came home basically immediately as I started stream. Um, Now I get to choose my starter, which is important because I have to draw this guy. Um, I am a sucker for Cyndaquil, so I'm gonna choose Cyndaquil, my goat. Also, if I'm too quiet or if the Chef PP theme is too loud, just let me know. Okay, I'm gonna mail Cyndaquil. That's a great idea. Um, to lock in. I hate using alphabetical keyboards. Is the chef. Yes, he is the chef. I'm going to use my graphics tablet as my screen because it's closer to me. It's not bigger, but it's clearer. Um, Cherry Grove. Okay, well now here's the important part. We get to draw the chef. He's jolly. I don't remember what Jolly Nature does. um, I think it's minus special attack plus speed. Physically attacking chef. Alright. Here comes the fun part. Turn this on, and then hope it shows up. I'm gonna make sure it shows up on the, what's it called? Okay, so the game is in the way. I thought I layered it differently. I did, it's just this is not in the folder it's supposed to be in. There we go. Problem solved. Okay. This is basically my first time drawing on my graphics tablet, so no guarantee it's going to be good. That too, I will be probably accidentally pressing the button to switch between the eraser. Oh boy. Hold on. This. I should have looked at this before I started stream. Where's brush settings? It's also been quite a few years since I've used Krita. There's edit. Icon sizes. Oh my gosh, how do I edit the brush? Am I stupid? Brush presets. Yeah, I'll just deal with it. Possibly. I can't deal with that. Oh my gosh, where is it? Towards. Because I know I can change the settings on a brush. This is annoying. Because I can work just fine with zooming. Let's distort. Because it's frustrating. Colorize, move layer, transform, freehand path. That's different. Yeah, because this is being weird. Just tree indentation. This is obviously a very bad time. See if I can try a different brush. Oh. Hello, Gray. Positively riveting. Krita. I'm just trying to figure out why my brush sucks and is lagging every time I try to use it. Oh my god, I've never seen these brushes before. Baby's first time opening Krita. Because I'm very picky about the brushes I use normally. Ew. Oh wait. Is this something? How do I make brush bigger? Oh, up here. That works. Let's see if it works with my pen. Because I'm just trying to draw my starter. Why? Why is this happening? Why? I don't want to draw with a mouse. That's why I got a drawing tablet. That's why I'm doing this. Oh, wait. I don't know what is my paint? So many questions and 0 answers. Okay, is that... nope, that... Oh my god, I found it. Okay. I want it to be a square. Okay. Um. Oh yeah, that looks goated. Um. Beautiful. Okay, I finally figured it out. Now I can finally draw my starter. I chose Cyndaquil. Okay, apparently I can't draw my starter. Let me recalibrate my pen. This is embarrassing. I did it before I started streaming. Um, 3, 4. I've been having all kinds of troubles with brain power. With this drawing tablet. Beautiful. Okay. Put this size down a bit. That's too small. This is awful stream. It's not nearly as bad as the Left 4 Dead stream. That one was literally the worst stream. Are you kidding me? Barochacho. What? Oh my god, what does Cyndaquil look like? Like a little guy. Not like this, but like a little guy. Let me fix this. It's like a little shrew. I'm gonna crash out. Can my pen work? Little guy who is perpetually sneezing? What does sneezing look like to you? I'm intrigued. Ooh, my god. My drawing tablet is why I have strong language tagged on the stream. Fat rat. Squinted eyes, nose crinkled. I guess. Is Cyndaquil's nose crinkled? And since he is the chef, named after... Okay, well this is my Cyndaquil. My Cyndaquil can have a nose that swoops up. My previous one looked more like a tapir than what is Cyndaquil meant to be. Great questions for me. I don't know what chef hats look like. My only reference of a chef hat is Chef PP. I just looked at Chef PP, downloading the file. Yeah, it's probably in an echidna. Like an echidna or like a shrew is what I imagine with Cyndaquil. But the quill part does invoke echidna. I just keep pulling up my emulator to look at Cyndaquil. He's got little arms and he's got kind of fat thighs. Okay, just like me for real. I never claimed to be good at drawing Pokemon. He's kind of like that. Yeah. Okay, I guess, yeah. He's sneezing. Good point. Good point. It is getting dark. Let me turn on my lamp. That does nothing. He's a chef. I feel like he should have more than just the hat to show his chefness. Are you gonna keep sending me pictures of Cyndaquil sneezing? Is this what we've resorted to? Sneeze-to-quill? Sneeze-to-quill. I should have named him that, but maybe I'll go with a SML theme for my Artlocke. Should I do the perpetual fire on his back for the chef, or should I have him be chill? Well, he's a chef. He should have his fire out. Just like that, and then never claimed to be good at drawing in the first place. I feel like he should have more chefy attire. He's like, you know, like a little neck piece. I think chefs have those. If my doohickey thing would work, pen. Could have sworn they're fire flares when they sneeze. I think that was an anime thing. I never watched past the first half. By first half, I mean probably like the first 3 episodes of Indigo League. I never saw a single Generation 2 Pokemon, except for Ho, who appears in the first episode. Every time I go to watch Pokemon, I end up getting bored, which is nothing against Pokemon. I love Pokemon. But I just can't sit down and watch things anymore. And by anymore, I mean ever. Can we function? That would be awesome. Okay. So now he's way smaller than the canvas. But, oh no, I forgot this says it doesn't like lock the aspect ratio. Excuse me. Okay. No, not calligraphy. Maybe calligraphy. Then new layer. How do I change the opacity of a layer? Ah. Wow. See, I'm learning. I'm allowed to learn while streaming. Oh my god, my nitro just came out. I'm broke. My money. See, I thought I had like another $200 left in my name. I do not. That was before I made my big purchase, and then also before all my work transactions came out, because apparently it wasn't coming out before while our systems are down. You can have some messy line art. It's okay. It's charm. 200 don't get a Nitro be up in their subscription. You know what did up their subscription is folks. And I'm glad I got emailed about it instead of them just doing it like they did with my therapy cost. It doesn't mean I'm happy about it happening, but what can I do about it? But it could also just be used to, I would take the cost of my therapy and take it out of my savings. Bruh. There we go. Okay. I hope you can see me trying to use my pen and it's just not working. It's gonna look like I was like born yesterday, but it's not user error as far as I'm concerned. But that's what I get for buying a secondhand drawing tablet that I believe are usually like $200 for $41 without the guarantee of all the chords I needed being in it. But they were all in there. Oh my god. Okay, so I can tell just now that like 50% of this stream is going to be me raging at my drawing tablet not working, and the other 50% is going to be me raging at my moves missing. Oh my god, so I can't use like pens with pressure sense. Oh my god, because I have to slam, almost break the screen of my drawing tablet to get it to register my inputs. Is this what a chef hat looks like? Chef PP, if you can hear me. Look at that. Oh. That Krita just crashed. It just froze for a second. That was scary. Probably pushes back up this way. Should I give him a knife? Give him a little knife. As a treat. I think I should. I think that'd be funny. It will also push his back up. No, that's too high up. It's just... okay. The best part about this is I do not have to work tomorrow, so I can get as mad as I want at all of this. And I won't have to deal with any customers. That will make me even more mad. Because despite average Twitch streamer, are you kidding me? Despite average Twitch streamer stereotypes, I do have a job. Oh my god. So can we hear the Chef PP theme alright, or should I turn it up? I think I should turn it up. 4 billion decibel Chef PP theme. Brother. Bro to the cha-cha, are we serious? I feel like I should also turn up my audio. I can't, it's all the way up already. Okay. Let's do just this smidgen on that Chef PP theme. Because I can't hear it unless I turn on my volume, and then you'd be able to hear me the second time through my phone, and then I'd have to listen to myself also. Does Cyndaquil have hands? Consensus unclear. I think they're just kind of nubs, but he has a toe. Oh yeah, sure, you just sent me sneezy pics. I don't have to open up my emulator and squint at it. It's like Powerpuff Girls. With their like weird little nubs. Oof. He's gonna be a handsome lad when he evolves into a Typhlosion. Let me think. Do I have any funny stories to tell that have not already been told? Okay. At work yesterday, I kind of mentioned this in DMs, but yesterday I was on the phone with this older gentleman for about 20 minutes, and it all started with him asking if water could affect electronics, like break electronics. That looks bad. I'm redoing that. And I answered his questions. That's exactly that. Uncle's ex-wife works with Pokemon. But that is the exact image I was talking about, the little micro hands on the Powerpuff Girl nubs. Oof. This glove makes my fingers go numb. But I was on the phone with this older gentleman, and I gave him the answer to, I told him, yeah, water can mess up electronics depending on what it could hit, the length of the exposure, the type of electronic, all that. He was asking because he was doing repairs on this older, like older than him, older lady's house. Oh my god, are we kidding me? But he was working on a roof leak for her, and it leaked onto her vast collection of bones. What are we doing? Why? What prompted this? Why are we doing this? I hate Fire Alpaca. I used to use it, and I can't use it anymore. I am more likely to switch over to Metabang than go download Fire Alpaca again in the middle, because it's not even just Krita doing this. It's my drawing tablet. Because I can work just fine with my mouse. That's bad. But the second I try to use my drawing tablet, it just shits the bed. But I told this older gentleman that, oh my god, that, like, the electronic stuff, no, it's fine, I'm not gonna touch it anymore. And then after I told, like, this old lady, she had a huge collection of phones, in her house. Oh my god! Did like a huge collection of phones in our house, and some of them did get wet, and then there's remotes that also got wet. And I told him with the remotes, it would be cheaper to replace them. But with the phones, it might be cheaper to look into getting them repaired rather than replaced. And then when I told him that, it just kind of he started talking about his work. And I was like, oh, of course, yeah, this is typical for older customers that they will tell me, unprompted about their lives. And he was talking about how he works with special operatives, former special operatives. Are you serious? Ugh! I don't know that was gonna happen if I overshot it. But I worked with former special operatives, so they were big guys. He's a big guy. He works with also big guys. I swear to God. Okay. The button only works when I don't want it to. But he's talking about how he was doing a job on like a remote farm. They were repairing the farm. And then this gentleman is too polite of a word. This man walks up to his workers and him. They were on a loft. What was that even meant to accomplish? What is this? But this man, he kicks their, like, ladder down. Why did I draw this curve? I need to erase it. Sigh. Anyways, this looks so bad. It's okay. He doesn't have to look good. But he kicks their ladder down and says something along with it. I forgot. something along the lines of, give me all your tools, or I'm going to kill all of you. So this guy, his little group of guys, like I said, he works with special operatives, and they were like, that's like shit. Like, the main guy, the guy I was on the phone with, he was like, I can call the cops and we can tell them that we got scared, and we were so scared that something heavy. I don't remember what it was. Probably like beams. We were so scared that we dropped them on this guy after he threatened us and kicked the ladder down. Cool. Okay. Kicked the ladder down. And then the guys got really excited, and they all wanted to take turns dropping these beams on this guy trying to rob them. So they did, and they call the cops. The cops come and get them down. Apparently they've been looking for the guy for like 2 years. And then, are you kidding me? And then, he told me that the guy had apparently had like 44 broken bones. And I was like, okay, so this guy that could probably count as like almost an attempted murder, but to be fair, it would be in self-defense if it was fatal. How do I fix this? I don't want that. How do I mess with the settings on this bucket? Yeah, fair enough. But, and I was expecting it to end there, and it doesn't. Cartoon Anvil. But I was expecting him to be done with it at that point. He was not. He started talking about how he took the same guys on a vacation. Well, not vacation, but they had bought a hotel in, I believe, the Bahamas. And they were fixing it up to sell. And if you can't tell, I'm using my mouse to fill in these fine lines. But he said they had like 6 weeks that they were over there to repair it, and he told the guys, we get it finished sooner, we would still stay here the entire time. So they got that hotel completely refurbished in 2 weeks. So they had another 4 weeks in the Bahamas. And so they all got to do their thing. And he also has this record keeping lady. I think he said she was either, I want to say she's probably 80 something. And she was with them. And he was gonna go buy her, or like ask Jack, he asked her if she wanted to like swim or whatever, I don't know. And she's like, well, I don't have like a swimsuit with me. And so he's like, oh yeah, let's go out and get you a little bikini. And she's like, I'm 80 something years old, I'm not wearing no bikini. And he's like, oh, well, they like their women fat over here. They like them older and bigger. Um, and he went and bought her a bikini, and she called him a pervert. and and then I thought, okay, it's gonna be done after that. It wasn't. He just kept talking, and I'd completely forgotten what he'd called for initially until he was like, yeah, I didn't want to tell her. What the hell was that? Sorry, something just like flew past my window. But he's like, I didn't want to tell her that we'd have to replace anything because I'm doing the cost for this. It's like the materials only versus commission equivalent to whatever he's doing. And he was like, yeah, I don't like charging old ladies too much because it feels like I'm scamming them. And I feel the same way. I try to give old ladies discounts where I can. And here's the pink black tool. And oh my fucking god. I guess. I'm supposed to be playing Pokemon. I'm putting too much effort into this. What? Why? You just kept talking for like 20 some minutes. And I was like, oh, sorry, it's probably one of the worst calls you've ever gotten. And I told him, and this is true, it was not by a long shot. I've had significantly worse. And I told him about the lady. It was pretty soon after I started. There's a fly in my room. It was very soon after I started working. When the one lady called and asked if we took Uber cards as payment. And then when I told her, no, we don't, she would not take that as an answer and kept asking in different ways. I'm like, no, because she wanted to buy a laptop with her Uber card. And I distinctly remember her saying, I'm stuck with this Uber card. It's a long story. I wish I would have asked her to tell me how she got stuck with this Uber card. Because I'm still very confused about the whole situation. Oops. And he thought that was funny. And after 20 minutes, he's like, well, I better get going. I'm sure you're very... No, wait, there's one more thing he said before he hung up. He was just kind of going on, and he's like, well, you sound pretty intelligent. So I have a question for you. And I was not prepared for what this question could be. I was assuming it'd be like another tech question. Something even mildly work related to like my work. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was like, they say to keep your wife happy, every morning when you wake up, you kiss her, you tell her you love her, and you grope her butt a little, and it should keep her happy. Do you agree? And I laughed and said, yeah, I agree. And he said, yeah, that's what I do with my wife. And there was a time where, like a day or two, I forgot to do it. And those days, my breakfast was There's like hot summit, like sawdust or something, is what he said, and it was awesome. It was hilarious. Because my other coworker was just standing there next to me while it was happening, like actually doing work and like checking people out. Because I couldn't, because I was on the phone with this gentleman. Um. Okay. Cool. But oh, it's probably up here. It's everywhere. Okay. Locked in. It was one of the best phone calls I got to take. Especially since a few hours prior to that, this younger lady, she called the curbside pickup lines specifically. And that line for the phone, it only rings the one phone in the store. It will never go to the mobile devices or any other phone, no matter how long you let it ring. And so I pick it up thinking someone must be out there with a online pickup order that I need to bring out to them for a curbside pickup. So I pick it up, like, hello, how can I help you? And she says, you guys sell Neos? And every time I'm asked that question, it takes me a few seconds to process what she's asking for. And unfortunately, why does this look so dark? Unfortunately, I had to tell her, currently we don't have any Neatos in stock, but we are supposed to be getting them later in like the school year, which is awful. I remember when I found out we were going to be selling, like, stocking Neatos at any point, I screamed like I was being killed. Because we found out through our back to school training. Do you know what I'm forgetting? Now that I'm doing highlights that I actually don't want to do because they look bad? The fire. Let me just do this on layer above. That looks bad. Let me do this with my thingy. Because I'm not sure if you know this specifically, but Neatos are kind of trendy, or at least were a few months ago. I'm not sure if they still are. They probably are. And they're these stupid little squishy things. I don't get the appeal of them, because they look like they get super sticky. And maybe it's just me. I don't like things that get sticky. Dude. But people are very serious about their Neatos. And it's scary. Okay. Finally, I'm gonna call that there because I want to play the game. So let me save this and shove it on. Get out of here! Kill! Kill! Oh, now I lost my train of thought because of the AI chatter's message. Okay, look at him on his transparent background. It's blinding. Lose information from your images. One layer. Okay, I don't care. La 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 la. Okay. Let me make a new folder. Group, I guess, is what they're called. And then in that group, put an image. And that image. Where did I save this to? Are you in pictures? Are you in saved pictures? Are you... Oh, this is from the Ruby quiz I never finished. There he is. There's the chef. Oh my... Ooh. La bomba. He's so big. Okay, let me put this in this folder. Put this below Krita. He should be fine to go right there. Look how polite he's sitting. Okay, back on the grind. He's very polite. Rochacho. Okay. Azrael, I want you to have these to help you with your tasks. Potions. Yum. Swear to God, there is this fly. It's just banging its head into my lamp. How dare you crawl on my New Testament? Enemy neutralized. Okay. Anyways, now that the chef has been born, that took forever. I'm gonna try to not be nearly as slow the next time. My mouse is just in the middle of this. I'm so sorry. Azrael, so you picked a Cyndaquil. That's a cute Pokemon you have. His name is the Chef. When you walk with it, it'll become more friendly. You should turn around and talk to it sometimes, too. Oh, that's right. Why don't you show it to your mom? See ya! As soon as the stream hits an hour, my brain shuts off and I get really stupid really fast. I'm gonna minimize Krita. I don't want to look at it right now. I'm gonna close that menu. Oh, mommy, I pressed the wrong button. You look so bad. Maybe I'll redo their designs off stream to have more. I want to talk to my chef first. The chef greeted my mom. Oh, Azrael, that's a cute Pokemon you have. Professor Elm must have given it to you. Oh, Professor Elm has a task for you, we say. Reading literacy crisis. But what kind of task? I see, sounds a little difficult, but when someone makes that kind of request of you, it must be important. Oh, that's right, I completely forgot. Your Pokegear came back from the repair shop. Here you go. I received the Pokegear, and now I get to see a cool little animation that literally is never used in any other game. The Pokemon Gear, or Pokegear as it's often called, is what every trainer should have. Guess what? You can use the Pokegear to make a phone call, too. Do you remember how? Yeah, probably. I don't actually care. Just power on the Pokegear and touch the telephone button, okay? I said I knew. She's gonna explain it anyway. I love children's games. The names of the people you call are automatically registered. His hat is in the way. It's bothering me. There you go. LBB. The names of the people you call are automatically registered. Just select one to give him or her a call. There are no they and thems in the Johto region. Wow, I can't believe it's so easy to make a phone call. Me when it's... What year did gold and silver release? Probably, I want to say, 2000? Was it pre or post 9/11? Important question. Let me save the game with my chef. Yes. I should have grabbed water before I started the stream. On that topic, I'm gonna grab water because I'm thirsty. Okay, I've returned. I did not grab water like I said I would, because I'm a bad person. We're still saving the game. Probably, oh my god, because it was paused, because it was tabbed out while I was gone. But instead I got the limited edition V8 Energy with electrolytes. Yuzu Lemon. I don't really like it. I think it tastes... It's grown on me since I first tried and said it tasted like, sweat and floor cleaner. But it's not great. Wait 1 second! Ugh. I haven't drank it yet, I'm burping. I almost completely forgot about this. Here, I'll give you my number. Average Minecraft YouTuber, the second one of their fans turns 14. I'll call you if anything comes up. Okay. So typical Nuzlocke rules is my game is lagging. My frames. But typical Nuzlocke rules is the Nuzlocke does not begin until you receive Pokeballs, and I don't believe you start with Pokeballs in either any of the Gen 4 games. But also not this one. Let me just double check before I annihilate this bird. It is true. The Gen 4 games are my favorite. And by that I mean Sinnoh. The most I've played of HeartGold Soul Silver is I think up to the second gym on a Nuzlocke I never finished. But I did have a shiny Rattata I randomly got on that file. Can I not run yet? When do I get running shoes? Okay, I think that's a dead end. I think I'll go up this way. Low-key, I hate the beginning part of Johto, because it's a slog. And the real question is, for this, do I also go through Kanto? There's ridges and bumps on this can that just touched me weird. Like a Minecraft YouTuber when their fans turn 13. See, I'm also glad I got this to run with minimal lagging, even if I do have the game muted with the Chef PP theme playing over it. I hope that's very pleasurable to think about Chef Pee-Pee. I know I'm very pleasured when I think about Chef Pee-Pee. Chef looks like it wants to lead. Okay, get in front of me, you fat bug. I do think it was started an accident, but I do think I should have the chef be fat. Like when he evolves, he's still like a chunky monkey. This is the wrong route. F my entire L from Death Note. I wish I could scale up my emulator so I can see it better, but if I do, it's gonna let me just demonstrate. Yeah. Let me try to get that back to how it was. That's the way it is because it's off my screen. I think that's good. I'm gonna keep it like that. I don't care. But yeah, it does that same jittering thing. At least sometimes it does the same jittering thing when I move it. It did while I was like test recording to see how it would run while it's recording. Which is, I mean, it is different from when it's streaming, but it's generally the same, like CPU usage. But honestly, at this point, I will take anything as long as it's not as bad as what happened on the Left 4 Dead 2 stream. See, I was inclined to take Totodile, but I hate Totodile's like level up moves. It's a pain to get like good moves on Totodile. And you know what's going to be even more of a pain? Getting physical moves on the chef. Because he's a physical attacker. I could just fake it till I make it and special attack him. I think the one thing, I think it was black and white, it lets you, maybe the one thing it did right was it let you run automatically. And you didn't need running shoes or anything. I can teach you a few things. Okay, then follow me. I didn't answer that. Oh, this is where I get the running shoes. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that you weren't wearing the running shoes. I'll try to go as slow as possible, so try keeping up. This is a Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon in no time at all. You'll be relying on them a lot, so you better learn about them. This is my favorite bit in all of Pokemon, I think. This is a Pokemon Mart. They sell Pokeballs for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items. He says he was going to go as slow as possible, and he's still significantly faster than you. Route 30 is out this way. Trainers will be battling the Pokemon there. If you go a little further, you'll see Mr. Pokemon's house. I also love the footprints in the sand in the Gen 4 games. This is the sea, as you can see. Some Pokemon are found only in water. Here, it's my house. For your effort keeping up with me, I'll give you my running shrooms. Running shoes. They're still warm. Gotcha, didn't I? Don't worry, these are brand new. Yay! I can run now! See, I think specifically in this game is the one where if you run, your encounter rates go up in the grass. which I thought was true for all games, but I think this is the only game that actually has like the scripting for it. I don't think I can take Pokeballs, like buy Pokeballs here, but yeah. But I think part of that, like, I don't want to call it a Mandela effect, like placebo effect, is since you're running more in other games, you are going through grass quicker, so you're getting more rolls for encounters. Forgot about one thing. This is another token from me. Take it. The guide to Gent loaded the map card on my Pokegear. The Pokegear can now show town maps. Select the Pokegear on the touchscreen and then select the town map icon. You'll see the map of the region you're currently in. The Pokegear becomes more useful as you add cards. I wish you luck on your adventure. Okay. Ugh. But I feel like with the increased encounter rounds while running in this game, it goes like both ways of that placebo with your encounter, your rates are up, and then you're also going through more grass patches at once. So you're rolling more chances for an encounter. It's like if you rolled one die over and over again until you got, say, like 5 6s. You would feel like it would be, the 6s would get rolled less than if you took 5 die and rolled them all at once until you got a 6. You get 5 6s. Because it's the same chances, but it's happening more frequently. So you, like, it's happening, like, the frequency of it is faster. So you think the chances of the 6 going up are, like, the 6 rolling is higher when it's not. Someone get me into a university psychology program. The university psychology programs hate to see me coming, as the kids say. I was really smart, and I said something smart, kind of, and that was basically it. I killed a man. Also, apricorns, Pokeballs, and other things. Feeling this is meant to be. So happy, I'll give you this. Yay, apricorns! I wish, like, apricorns were more prevalent in the more recent games than they are. Cause sure, you get, like, apricot balls in, Sword and Shield. I don't think you get actual apricorns. I was gonna say the most recent Pokemon game I can think of that utilizes apricorns was Cobblemon, and I was like, no, that's a Minecraft mod. It's Pokewilds, which is a fan-made project that hasn't updated in 4 years. So they did. My cat is screaming. But they did put out an announcement on the Pokewild server saying, hey, I know the game hasn't been updated in a while and you guys are waiting for multiplayer so patiently. But we have this other project we're working on if you want to donate to the Kickstarter of that. And needless to say, people were not very stoked with that. And then they, I believe it was probably around a few minutes later, they issued an apology Like, hey, we realize that this is actually really bad in hindsight. It looks really bad in hindsight, but we are still working on Wilds. It's just a passion project that we can't make money on because it's based on the Pokemon IP, which we do not own. It is very heavily defended. Um, it was kind of funny. I wasn't upset about it. I thought I was like, oh, cool, they're still working on it. And they have another project coming out that looks decently interesting. Not my style, but it seems like someone would like it. Gold. Of course, okay. I didn't use the Poke Center in the town. I didn't use the Poke Center in the town. Hello, mother. But it was very funny. The development of, I believe it's the 0.9 update of Wilds to add multiplayer has lasted longer, almost longer than the Confederacy. And it's lasted through about 3 of my breakups. We got GTA 6 before we got Wilds multiplayer. I went to therapy before Wilds multiplayer. And it's insane. I didn't even get to tell my therapist everything I wanted to today. Because I ended up going on about how the systems at work went down since Friday. Like, it was Friday until yesterday they got fixed. But he was very proud of me because I was able to, just deal with customers being upset at me. She's mom-splaining. I was just able to deal with customers being upset at me, and I was able to just sit with being uncomfortable about some goop on a print job I was doing, which is great. And then I got to just, like, very last minute, we went 30 minutes over, by the way. But I got to vent quite a bit. And I felt very good. I did not get to explain everything that I was feeling, but that's okay. I've definitely grown into a better person since starting therapy, and I think it's just because I'm getting answers and closure on a lot of things. My tummy hurts. I wonder if it's because I haven't drank any water today. Yeah, Wilds. I'm glad it's still getting worked on because I do really enjoy Wilds, and I hope I would be able to stream it one day. Last time I tried, it was on my old laptop that could barely run Minecraft, like vanilla Minecraft, if I looked at it wrong. I have heartburn. And then when I tried to stream on that laptop, oh my god, I could not stream anything on that laptop. I could barely stream like Pokemon Emerald. It would run like at like 14 frames per second max, which coincidentally was also the amount of frames that Minecraft would run on. But that laptop, my phone at the time, it was my old phone that was discontinued in 2019, that literally almost exploded in my drawer before I was able to sell it, um, it had more, like, processing power than my laptop did. This laptop is great. But it still struggles with some things, especially when I'm streaming, as we could tell from the Left 4 Dead 2 stream. Literally, that was nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. See, I could use speed up now that I'm like, I have some sort of brain function going on, but I don't wanna. No, I should. Okay. Guards, there's my speed up. For real, where is speed up? Does this emulator have speed up? I wouldn't see why it wouldn't. But I don't know where it would be. That's frame skip. That's a different thing. Not that you can see the settings on this. It's Wi-Fi. It's cheats. I don't know what these buttons do. That's the ROMs. On it. Let me just do that. Just in case. That's a screenshot, play movie. Not sure how much this. Palettes. I may not know how or what I'm doing. Like, I may not know how to speed up, but what I can do is that. I can put them in the void. I swear, I might just be thinking of MGBA with the speed up. I don't know if, I don't even know how to pronounce this. I always just call it Desume, but that's not how it's spelled, and that's definitely not how it's said. But I don't know if it has speed up. It doesn't seem that way. See, I pronounce it Desume, which is not correct, and I have that, let me put the layers back on. But that's what I have it as in, my OBS, as the folder for the top and bottom screen. Which is not what it's called. It's like, it's what it looks like it should be. Yes. It should be pronounced the way I say it, but it's not. Sorry if you heard that. There's another fucking fly. But it's like the easiest to use DS emulator, in my opinion. And I'm also just really stupid, so that could be part of it. This Mumi. That doesn't sound as good. It doesn't feel as good as Desume feels in my mouth. Because I think what it's meant to be is like DS. Like, obviously it's DS. but the rest of it I don't know. But I'm gonna say it the way I want to say it. Oh my god, I thought I almost kicked out my power. I forgot how loose the plug is on my light, and I grazed it with my foot, and it made my light flicker. The lamp of which I got on clearance. It sucks. It's spooky. See, if I can actually get to where I can get Pokeballs, I can have you name my next encounter. But it's been an hour and a half, and I still haven't even seen Mr. Pokemon yet. But I really wanted to connect my controller to my laptop and use that to play this. And then use my tablet pen as like a stylus, like on a real 3DS. But I could not get my controller to work with the emulator. And I mean, I didn't try that hard, but it did connect to my laptop, and I know I can play Castle Crashers with it. Oh my god. But, it's like, I don't know. I can live with using my other laptop. Is the Chef Pee Pee theme still playing, by the way? I forgot I had that set to play. It's been going for over an hour and a half. I told you that as a joke, that I would have the Chef Pee Pee theme play on my streams. I told you as a joke. And then I was like, well, if the game starts lagging, the audio sounds really bad. I don't want to listen to that. And I doubt anyone else wants to listen to that. So I'll just go grab the Chef Pee Pee theme and go play that. Initially, I was going to have it as like a YouTube tab, and just capture the audio from that window. But then I was like, well, eventually it's going to stop. And then also I would have to hear it the entire time. So what I did is I downloaded it off of SoundCloud. And it is now a vital file on my computer. And I will at least have it play as the starting music for each and every one of my streams from now on. Until I die. Or until I can justify something else. Which will be never. It will always be my one true love. Chef Pee Pee. I wonder if there's any Chef Pee Pee Yume shippers in the world. I hope there is. There most definitely is. I just haven't seen any. Chef Pee Pee Yume shippers, come up front. Will the real Chef Pee Pee wife and girlfriend please stand up? I remember back in my day, Sans fangirls. It was always a big thing that they were Sans' real wife and girlfriend. And like Solar Sans or whoever would make Sans fangirl cringe compilations were always like, well, how can you be his wife and girlfriend? Well, how can you be stupid and mean? Huh? I remember, I was playing Roblox earlier, before therapy, just real quick, and I was in Something Evil Will Happen. I just joined a random server instead of trying to find a new Musume server like I usually do. Let's see what the ship has to say. Looks like if he wants to lead again. but there was someone who was cosplaying Dr. Gregory House, and they kept playing the honk clip over and over again. You must be Azrael. How did you know? It was I who sent an email to Professor Elm earlier. Wow, shocker. Are you being intentionally dense? Huh? It was that over and over again, and then it was alternating between that and the clip where he asked, "Do you have hair in your special place?" I genuinely, just from the memes, I really, really want to, watch House MD. I'm not, like, big on dramas or anything. The most the most like drama shows I've ever watched is yes, I love watching shows for the meme. The closest I've gotten to that is sitting in the same room as my mother as she watches, what's it called? Like Criminal Minds and like, oh my god, what's the other one? Law and Order. She loves her crime dramas. She's just not big on medical dramas. Probably because she did work for a medical facility. I say did, but she still does. For, I believe it was 25 years before they got rid of the transcription job. And that was quite a long time ago. I think it might be 25 years, but at least 25 years. But she did watch Scrubs, allegedly. She's been watching Bones lately, but that's not really a medical drama. That's another like, kind of crime drama. I think Bones is stupid. Dare I say that? And there is a character on Bones, I believe it's Bones, it could be one of her other shows, I can't tell the difference between them, that looks like a mixture of Dr. Gregory House, Spencer Reed from Criminal Minds, and like a golden doodle. And I don't like looking at him. And it sounds awful when I say that, but it's true. There are just some, it's mainly actors, like normal people I don't mind, but actors, there are just some of them that I cannot stand to look at. It's like the same feeling of when someone has like a really, like especially like a voice actor has a really awful, annoying voice, but they're like a secondary characters, so they're speaking a lot for long periods of time, and you just can't stand to listen to them. That's also why I can't get into most anime, especially dubs. These dubs, I can tell when they're doing a voice. Like when they're doing a voice like, ooh, I'm so tiny and cute and petite. I'm 12 years old, but also I'm supposed to be sexy. It's like that. I can tell when they're doing that voice. But when it's a sub, usually I can't tell. Because it's not a language I'm fluent in or speak in the slightest. It's a disaster. I'm terrible. What should I do now? Oh no, get back here right now. What if I call my mommy? But also, a issue pretty unique to me watching dubbed anime, and this happened while I was watching Beastars for the first time. I finished season 1. I hate the anime. It's awful compared to the manga. But I was doing something on the side. I might have been putting away laundry. I don't know what I was doing. But I was originally watching it with subs on, and I had to turn away from the screen, so I was like, I'll just put on the dub real quick. So So I changed the audio track to English, and immediately I hear this agitating, grating voice. And you know who it is, Bryce Papenbrook, voice of Nagito Koreeda from Danganronpa, and voice of those Friskies commercials, and that one blonde kid from Miraculous Ladybug, and Silver the Hedgehog. It's not even like he's a bad voice actor. I just can't hear him and hear anyone other than Nagito. And I hate Nagito. I don't hate Nagito. But boy, is Nagito a character. I don't remember what I'm doing. Am I going back to the starting? I am, because Professor Elm called, and I have to go save him from, this guy. He should have Totodile, which will be scary once it's fully evolved into Feraligatr, cheeked up Feraligatr. Booty butt naked, greased up Feraligatr, flying 30 feet above Camp Crystal Lake. I completely lost my train of thought because I thought about the greased up Jason debate video. I sent that to my coworkers so they could also watch it. I don't know if they ever actually watched it. But it was simultaneously the best and worst 23 minutes of my life. And I loved it. I loved all of it. Because it felt exactly like something me and you would start specifically. And then, like, I swear to God, where are these little beetles coming from? Stop it. Don't run on my chicken fingers, carabiner. I'm so glad I have my chicken fingers keychain. That's what it is. This is attached to my carabiner. Because I love just pulling it out and then turning it on, and it's just glowing text that says chicken fingers. I know you saw my name. Even better, what should we name Silver? Is that his name? No, he's not Silver, is he? I don't know what their canonical names are. I think Ethan's the Gen 3 guy. No, is this kid Ethan? Yeah, he's Ethan, because the Gen 3 guy is Brendan? Question mark. I know Don and Lucas, obviously. They're the Gen 4 kids. And then red and blue, and green is the girl. You ready to come back to the site? Sure. I love that cops are incompetent in the Pokemon universe as well. The red-haired boy. I used to have red hair, and I love telling my coworkers that, because I don't think they can visualize me with like red and black hair like I had. The things I was called when I had my red and black hair, I kind of want to do my red and black hair again, but I don't think I ever will. But I was called Gerardway, Shadow the Hedgehog. There was a broom that was in the school classrooms that was black and red. Now what should I name this boy? He put too much power in my hands. We shall... Perhaps he is Bowser Jr. Any objections to Bowser Jr. being our rival? Being our criminal rival? You know, I feel like in a way, if this kid is Bowser Jr., it would be a semi-believable early SML plot where Bowser Jr. and like Cody and Joseph, they go get their Pokemon. But Bowser Jr., the professor, is like, it's probably like Jackie Chu. He's like, you don't get starter. Yeah, you don't get it yet. You're not ready. And then Junior steals the starter. And now there's like a whole criminal investigation against him. Logan, hit me up if you need any SML video ideas. I can hold Jeffy. I can hold Jeffy. I feel like touching Jeffy is like actually probably bad for your health. It's like touching uranium. I feel. Oh, it can't fit Bowser Jr. I guess he's just gonna be Junior then. Or he can be Marvin. No, he's gonna be Junior. I forget that there are, what's it called? Character limits on the names. Because I have Japanese copies of Pokemon Black and White. And I believe in English those games have it's either 12 or 15 character limit for trainer, like for names. In the Japanese version, since you get more sounds out of each character, I guess, you only have 5 characters for names, which is a pain. I love giving long, stupid names to things, especially myself. Azrael, I'm so glad they understand you're innocent. See you later. What is her issue? What is her malfunction? Azrael, this is terrible. Oh yes, that was Mr. Pokemon's big discovery. Egg. This is an egg. Proper noun, isn't it? This egg, proper noun, may be something I've never seen. Still, it's just an egg, proper noun. Mr. Pokemon is always fascinated by eggs, proper noun. Well, since he gave it to us, we might as well find out what secret it holds. I'll keep it for a while to find out about the egg. Proper noun. What? Goat gave you a Pokedex? Is that true? That's incredible. He is superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. I guess it means I've been streaming for too long. See, now my mic quality is just going to go down because I don't think my other earbud has a mic in it. It does. It just sucks. So I'll see how long I can go with 2 earbuds in. If my earbuds die, then so be it. You're a little different. Thought I was special. Things are gonna be fun. Pokemon seem to really like you, so why don't you take the Pokemon Gym challenge? Okay, quit yapping. Quit yapping, Unk. As the kids say. Make sure you talk to your mommy. At least it's not like, Generation 1, where, you have to go on a 15-minute journey there and back to tell your mommy that you're gonna go on a journey. We have phones. I should be able to call my mama and tell her, hey, I'm leaving forever. I will let her save my money for things. should do a stream where I just read off my notes from my therapist. Okay, this should be the catching tutorial. Ugh. So how's the Chef PP experience for you? I hope it's fantastic. But I'm probably gonna end this at 2.5 hours. That's because that is a very long time. Hold on. There we go. Now you can see the whole thing. It's bothering me. Ugh. I hope that gulp was audible. I don't even know where I can watch House MD now I'm thinking about it. I need to check my calendar real quick. Yeah. Work Friday. I'll dye my hair tomorrow, probably. Because I don't care. I was gonna do it tonight, but I waited too long to stream. And now it's a bit late for me to dye my hair. And I'm just kinda tired. Okay, wait, I have Pokeballs now, I believe. I think this is the Pokedex. The Destroy All Ops app. Ooh, wrong app! Yes, I do have Pokeballs, so the Nuzlocke is officially started. And now no one wants to come see me. Everybody so mean to me. This is the corner. This guy's a headbutt tree. Ugh. Okay, there's no item. And if I get headbutt, I go crazy on Shoddy's Dingling. Okay, my first encounter is a rat. That feels great. Please don't kill it. Woo! Okay, now I get to draw a rat. Jelly gummy rat. Okay. Think of a baller name for this rat that I don't particularly want. Produce anything. Wherever food is available, it will settle down and produce offspring continuously. This rat gets game. Let me think. What would be a good name for this rat? I'll name him Cowboy. Because I looked over at my deodorant and it has a cowboy on it. And I don't think there'd be any Pokemon as fitting for the nickname Cowboy as this rat. It's very funny because the last time I tried to do a like Nuzlocke, just a normal Nuzlocke. It was kind of an art lock because I would do like edits of the Sugimori art for each Pokemon I would capture. Okay. Time for the torture again. Okay. Let's see if I have to recalibrate my thing again. No. That goes ears. Okay, I'm recalibrating this again because it kind of fixed it last time. Everybody get out of my way. Calibrate. And then you can't see me calibrate it. Even though I don't think it's gonna fix anything. Yeah, cause I mean, Rattata kind of has like a, yeah, he's got like a little mustache going on. And I'm not kind of blue his body like this. He's got like little hands and like little toes and everything. Look, give him a little belt. Because I don't want this rat, but I'm gonna make him look snazzy. He's gonna have a little holster. Like that. And a little gun. If 8 my pen would work. His little hands be like that. That looks bad. And then I just do that. And his tail. Pat his tail. I think his tail's like that. Yeah, it's got like a little swirl. And then a little nice little hat. Chili. What we get? He's wearing like a little bandana too. Now that is a cowboy if I've ever seen a cowboy. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Did that do anything? No. There it goes. It's taken into that. Black. Complete opacity. Percent. Just give him like eyeliner as well. It's a bit too long. So we go a little bit of eyeliner. I have to sneeze. Maybe. Oh my god, I just broke my pen again. Fixed it, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stop messing with that before I actually break it. I just realized I didn't switch over the stream, and you've just been staring at the Rattata for a minute. Oops. That's entirely my bad. There he is. I promise I did this. I did some off-screen mining. My bad. Things happen. I guess it's like white. Oops. Yeah, cowboy. I should make a little bullet hole in here. If my pen would work. Yes. I wonder if that He-Man movie is good. I'm very anti Jared Leto, so I would not watch it. I also don't really care about He-Man that much. So. It really wouldn't apply to me or anything. I think the key to an art block is just kind of designing the Pokemon like their characters. Because they are. She had like a little goatee as well. Alright, that's tough. So Rattata has like a nose. There's a nostril, so not like a nose. Okay. Oh my god, my trainer ID is 12127. I didn't see that before. That's kind of sick. Kind of awesome. It's like a nice thick whiskers for like a nice thick cowboy mustache. See, I'm kind of excited for these guys to evolve. I would love to. I really want to draw these guys fully evolved and stuff. I'm making this little band on his hat. Yeah. I wish this just worked smoother. I love drawing smoothly. That's why I love like, acrylic markers. That's not good. Just I'll keep the knot off. Just because the chef has like a little knot on his thing. What's that? I think having like a little beer belly is kind of cute. He has a little beer belly. A little gun. His holster. Like, he's like kind of like almost a cartoony sheriff. And he's got like his beard gut. Cause I know like in the art and stuff, Britannia's kind of slim. But I think Cowboy would be kind of fat. And he'd walk on two legs. Because if he didn't, his gut would drag on the ground. Things that TikTok would accuse me of having a fat fetish over is my Rattata has a beer gut. Because he goes to a saloon or he eats a bunch of fermented fruits, like fermented berries off of the berry trees. And he loves it. He's like a little fermented fruitaholic. Oh, what is causing that? The inner workings of Krita are an enigma. Yeah, it's fire. Little butt. Perfect, okay. Delete that. And also delete that layer. It's just in. And then so let me grab the feathers from the chef. How do I P? Why is P the shortcut for the eyedropper? Maybe I'm just too what's it called? Ace Right brained, but I think the eyedropper should be I as the hotkey. I love the little goatee I gave him. This is the best Rattata I've ever drawn. His ears, nice, like a darker red bandana than the chef's. No, it's not my skin making contact. I completely forgot what I was gonna say. It's a little darker bandana for a little cowboyness. And then the chef's little chef sailor ribbon thingy. I wonder why that is like common trait of cartoon chefs. Cause I don't think I've ever seen, especially like the fat Italian chef. I don't think I've ever seen an actual chef have like a little ribbon like that. You can match his eyes also. See, he actually has eyes, so I get to color his eyes as I see fit. It's P for butt picker. I guess that makes sense. Instead of I for Okay, whoops, my earbud died, so now my quality is probably significantly worse. Because apparently the other one wasn't connected, it was just off in my ear. It turned on but never connected. It's a common problem I have with these earbuds, it seems. I'm kind of like a very yucky, washed out brownish instead of like the normal yellow. I've always had a. Ooh, I should have his whiskers be like purple instead of. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, but his goatee will be. No, I think it'd look weird if they weren't. No. I'm having fun with this one. A lot more fun than I was with the chef. Oh my god, now my just actual mouse isn't working. Because I'm drawing a rat instead of a mouse. Ah. And then his hands are also the same tan. Like he's got little gloves on. I hope the Chef PP thing serenades everybody. Because I'm not big on talking. I'm not a big talker. Especially when there's not really a lot of people to bounce off of, if any people. This big fake you're good. Best design choice I've ever made. It can look like a gray instead of a purple too. Oof, I'm gonna give myself purple tone here. I don't know why I put it in the hands. Oh, the hands there. They don't need to be. Jonah! What are you doing? I think Bowser Jr. is Logan's self-insert. Happy Pride Month, everybody give me $20. Or 25 if you want feet pics. That's what I posted to my Instagram story on June 1st, midnight. As I should. You may feel like I'm talking to nobody, but I'm talking to the VOD viewers. You, yes, you, dear VOD viewer. I'm speaking to you. I say as if anyone's actually gonna watch this over 2-hour VOD. Where most of it is me screaming about my pen not working. And then the next time I have to draw a team member, it starts working perfectly. Driving me nuts. It's kind of like an old computer, but instead of smacking it, I'm just recalibrating it. I should totally set up, point redeems someday. Not tonight, anytime soon, but before I stream next, which will probably also be after my next therapy session. So in 2 weeks, most likely. I like the shade of purple I'm choosing for him. Oh, I forgot to tell the inside of the ear. That's supposed to be tan. This is the kind of guy that would be like outside the alcohol drive-through. Have his cheeks, his lips stuffed with snuff and chewing tobacco. Is it a media giveaway where I live saying like an alcohol drive-through? Making a little, make his hat black. I should do that. My last Nuzlocke Rattata other than both of my Nuzlocke Rattatas, the shiny and the normal one. I had two. They were both emo. One was named Bellsprout, and the other was named Marie. I believe Marie was the shiny one, and Bellsprout was the normal one. Bellsprout. I don't know. I would have to load up the save file to see. I don't know, leave that there. I'm going to tell myself I'm going to redo these eventually. I don't know when. I just gotta make it exist first. I can make it look good later. Now, do I think this would have been easier to do with my mouse? Maybe. Would it have taken me longer? Most definitely. So I think this is a good middle ground where I take forever to draw my starter, and then just kind of lock in on this random rat that I said I didn't want in the first place. That's like when the dad doesn't want the pet and wants nothing to do with the pet, and then he puts so much love and effort into that animal. It's kind of like how my dad was with my dog before she passed in February. Because my dad absolutely hated this dog. He hated her because she was stupid. He would call me the R slur like it was my name for the longest time. And then and then this dog comes around, and now she's the butt of it. She was a very, very stupid dog. Very ugly dog also. She was a mutt. Mostly Labrador. Definitely tell by her face. She probably had some toxin in her just because she stunk real bad. It was like the way she was. But my dad wanted nothing to do with this dog. And he just claimed up and down that he hated her. And I feel like definitely to a degree he did. But not to like the degree it seemed. I believe my dog, she was 11 or 12 when she died. She was not that old, but still kinda old. I'm gonna preface the in 2025. And hello. But I'm talking about my dog that had previously passed. So that's a great thing to join in on for you. But yeah, she was old, and my dad kind of liked her. That's how I feel about this rat. Is what I'm trying to say. Is I said I didn't want this rat when I caught him, but now I'm kind of attached to him. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Lana? What am I trying to hide? This is infinite. Put this away. That's good to hear. I'm always glad when people are doing great. I saved the image wrong. Whoops. Easy to fix though. I just go back in. Oh my goodness. It's okay. All of the blank spots are by outlines, so it shouldn't look awful when I put it into the my favorite Pokemon. I have quite a few. I always say Shinx is one of my favorites because it was the name of my childhood cat that my sister named, because the cat was only like 2 years older than me, so obviously I did not name her. But I'm a really big fan of like Stunfisk. Unpopular opinion, but I do love Stunfisk quite a bit. I also like Mimikyu. That's a much more basic answer. Mimikyu I always really liked, but I use Mimikyu competitively also, and that definitely made me like it a lot more. I'm a big sucker for most ghost and fairy types. I'd also say electric types I'm a big fan of. I'm trying to remember what I was doing before I started drawing Cowboy. Ooh, Snorlax, that is a good one. I do really like Snorlax. He's very cozy. I love the vibes of Snorlax. I like his color scheme too. I love blue and the kind of creamy color he is. I like most Pokemon with like that creamy color on them. Which is most of them, but oh, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I do really like the Snorlax, like Pokemon with like the creamy color, like Rattata and Cyndaquil. Most Pokemon do have that creamy color on them. It's probably a popular like Pokemon color on their bodies just because it's kind of like a cute color, and it's also pretty. Most animals, like real animals, have a lighter underside than they do on like the top of their bodies, and that creamy color definitely is, the cream is a pretty natural color, so it's probably why it appears on a lot of Pokemon. But I really like the creamy yellow. Usually I say it a little less eloquently. Usually I call it nicotine stain yellow. That is one of my favorite colors. I do like I like yellow a lot. Um, yeah, it's definitely because it's a pretty common, naturally occurring color, and it kind of grounds a lot of the more fantastically colored designs like Cyndaquil and Rattata. Because, I mean, you're not gonna see like a blue echidna out in the wild that often. You're not gonna see a purple rat that often. But that creamy color kind of grounds them as like an animal rather than something more fantastical than they really are. But the PNGs for the Pokemon on screen, I did draw them as part of the Artlocke. Artlocks is it's when you kind of draw and make a design for each of your encounters instead of just naming them, so you do get more attached to your encounters than you would normally. Yeah, I did struggle quite a lot fighting with my drawing tablet on the Cyndaquil. But I did draw them, so I think this is a new route. Let me double check, since this is a doubles encounter, I can skip it and not count it. I'm pretty sure this is a new route. I wasn't paying attention. Thank you so much. I will probably redo them, like off stream. I'm not sure what exactly you mean by that. If you'd like to elaborate on that. I'm pretty sure this is a new route. I'm going to catch this anyways. If it's not, I'll release it. I just am not paying attention to the game at all. I told myself I would cut this off at 2.5 hours, and we're about almost there. I probably won't draw if this is an actual encounter, I probably won't draw it tonight. Just because that's been taking me a minute. But if I do catch it, I will start the next stream with drawing the encounter. Given this is the encounter, I have no idea, as I've been saying over and over again. My brain has been so slow today. But if it isn't, I'll release it. If it is, I'll keep it. Oh, if it is an encounter, that'd be sick. I could have just probably looked up the routes. Oh, that's actually pretty sick. Being a professional artist for 4.5 years. So there's 2D and 3D models as well. If you do have a way to send them to me, that would be pretty awesome. I would love to check those out. Yeah, I wouldn't call myself a professional artist. I've been drawing for quite a while. I spelled that wrong. But oh my goodness. I don't remember what I set to my start key at Insta Discord. I do have Instagram, I believe. It would go to my message request. It should be the same as my username on Twitch, so Polindinaz. I'll be able to take a look at those in a second. If you have trouble sending it there, you can let me know and I can see what I can do about it. I am, but I don't really like giving out my Discord to people that I don't know personally. Yeah, that was a new encounter, okay. Because I do have kind of, I wouldn't say mild, but not super severe social anxiety, but I just don't like, I share my Disc username here. I mean, if you want, you absolutely can go ahead. There's no guarantee, like, I probably won't, like, add you or anything, if that's what your intention is. Like I said, I don't really like adding people on, sending Discord is easier. You can still try to do it on Instagram, is what I would prefer. Because like I said, I don't really like adding random people on Discord. I barely join servers on Discord, because I mean, I get kind of bad social anxiety. So let me put text for me to draw Hitchcock. Let's see, so I can remember. And so pick the on one. Alright. Impact, yes. It's a bit smaller than it is right now. Hello there. Honestly, unfortunate timing for more people to be joining, as I was just about to end stream. It is currently 11 p.m. where I'm at, and I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, and that's where I told myself I would cut it off at. Just for my sake. I did intend to stream earlier in the day, and stream longer, but I ended up being a lot more tired than I initially thought I would be. So it took more time to myself before I streamed. Sorry, I'm trying to find the words for what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I had a very good time. I got 2 drawings out, and I'm gonna start the next stream with drawing the most recent encounter, which is Hitchcock, the hoot. Speaking of which, let me look at her stats. I never even checked Cowboys. He's calm, which is, I could have sworn that was a neutral nature, but it's not. I believe that's plus special defense. And then, okay, it's modest. I think I can work with a special attacker, a hoot. Because I believe hoot gets things like psychic. There's definitely a few special flying type moves it gets. I believe it also gets Calm Mind. So yeah, I would be able to work with that. Ooh, it has Insomnia, which is good. I didn't even realize Cowboy has Guts. That's way more useful than Runaway is. Okay, so I've got a pretty decent roster here so far. yeah, no one has had an item when I call them. I mean, it's pretty standard for beginning of the game. I didn't expect it to. Again, so next stream, which will probably be in like 2-ish weeks. I'm gonna try to stream after therapy. If I feel like it. I don't have like a set schedule. I stream when I want, and that's how I like it. I post when I want, I stream when I want. But I am gonna call it here. I did save my game, didn't I? It doesn't hurt to save again. Nope, save again. And then I should be able to start streaming faster next time, so I won't have to set up the like captures and everything. But yeah, I am going to call it here. So it'll probably be around same-ish time, 2-ish weeks. No guarantee. I'm gonna end it here.